Well, Coach, first off, congratulations on being named MAC Coach of the Year. Just kind of talk about what your reaction was when you heard the news this morning.
Well, I'm flattered. There's no question about that. But at the same time, doesn't really matter what successful endeavor you're in. You could be a businessman. If you're named Executive of the Year, there's a lot of people that are involved in making a successful business go. In this case, it's a basketball program, and I'm getting some credit for that, and I'm not a big fan of it. To be honest with you, it's rather embarrassing because there are so many other people, the coaching staff, the players, that make for a successful year, and I know that. So to be singled out is I'm not a big fan of today's critique and today's general thought of blame the leader, credit the leader. There's a lot more that goes into it, and this is one of those situations. I'm flattered, a little embarrassed, and thankful at the same time.
You've seen your players like Shane, David, Connor, and Tucker all season. You've seen what they've been able to do on the court. What does it mean to you as a coach when those players are recognized by other members of the media, other people in the conference?
Now that I'm a bigger fan of, just simply because those kids are the ones that really put in the work. They are, I think it's a testament to their work, and for them to there's great life lessons to be learned in sports, and one of those is learned when you receive individual recognition. Knowing that if you work hard for something, that there's a chance you will be rewarded at the end of it, and the opportunity is there. I'm really happy for those guys to have gone through. Each of them has their own individual story, but each of those stories are unique and very rewarding in their own way.
Number one seed for the team, obviously your Coach of the Year, 2 first-team All-MAC players. A few months ago, did you think any of this was possible, or did you always kind of in the back of your mind say like, hey, I think we can reach these levels?
No, I don't think in those terms. If you do, I mean, when you talk about all the things you just talked about, Colin, a number one seed, the individual honors that go with it, those are the end results. That's not, excuse me, that's not something you start out and shoot for. We all know what we'd like to do, but there's only one way to get there, and that is working today. And then if you take that approach, if you just work today and be the best you could possibly be today, because after all, we have no other control over any other situation, and so just work today, and then when we get to the end of the year, let's figure out where we're at. But if we take that approach, which is the philosophy of our program, if you take that approach, then no matter what comes at the end of the year, you've known you've done everything you could possibly do, and whatever those results are, so be it. This year they happen to be enough to get us some individual recognition and a number one seed, and I'm really happy about that.
Coming with the number one seed and the awards, it's easy sometimes for the team to become unfocused on the main goal, which is winning the MAC championship in Cleveland. How do you keep the team focused on the main prize?
Yeah, that's not our main goal. That may be the fans, that may be the media's, that may be what people pay attention to. But our main goal is today. I'm not sounding like a coach here. That's what we talk about. We talk about the process. We talk about today and being the best we can be today. Today, even though we don't play anybody, as we film this, we're getting ready to go into practice. Today, we have to go 1-0. Even though we're not playing anybody, 1-0 against ourselves. We've got to be good today and be the best we can be. Again, we could go to the MAC tournament over the course of a season, and to be good for 18 games is extremely difficult. I'm very, very proud of that. Now that's in our rearview mirror, and it can't be taken away from us, and we know what we need to focus on now, and that is the tournament. However, I've been around this thing long enough to know, and you can already see it in any given year. It doesn't. All it takes is a team to get hot 2 or 3 days, and that's all they need to do. To be good over 2.5 months is very difficult. To get hot over a 3-day period or a 4-day period or a 2-day period, that can happen to any number of schools.
With being the number 1 seed and now heading to Cleveland tonight after practice, do you feel there's going to be any type of target on your back being the number 1 team? Obviously, any team would like to take down the number 1 seed. Do you feel like that's a big possibility when they do hit Cleveland?
I don't think so. I think that everybody would probably be. I know I would be if we were the number 3 seed. I would probably be of the opinion that's based on the way the season went, that we are capable of beating almost anybody here. And I would think that there are a lot of schools that began this tournament with that thought. Hey, look, Western is the number 1 seed, but we lost to, Ball State could have come in and said we just lost to them in overtime, even though they were the number 12 seed. So I would think that there would be not so much a target on our back as people feeling like they've got the opportunity to beat us because they either have beaten us or have played us very, very close. This is a wide open tournament.
Finally, just with having the triple bye, do you prepare the team any differently versus having the double bye, which you've had in previous years?
Yeah, we have. This has been tremendous for us because we've had a lot of players rack up heavy minutes, and so when we won Friday night up at Central, we took Saturday and Sunday completely off, and then we got back to work on Monday and yesterday, and it was. We had gotten away from some of our basic principles and fundamentals just because you're in the middle of game preparation. So, you play a game on, say, a Wednesday, then immediately you're thinking about the opponent you're going to play on Saturday. So it's just about game planning on Thursday and Friday. It's not about us. And so we've had a chance for 2 days, and because of that, there's some slippage in general fundamentals. Because of being able to get this triple bye or whatever it is that we have, Monday and Tuesday were spent on us and getting back to getting rid of some of that slippage because we don't know who we're going to play yet. So there's no sense in watching film on anybody. The coaches do, but not for the players. And we've been able to really concentrate on us and shoring some things up and adding some things, to be honest with you. We put in some new set plays, some things we think we can take advantage of, that just simply by the fact that nobody knows it's coming. So we've been able to do a few things this week. It's been great for us.